So my research is in environmental and energy economics, and I am especially interested in environmental regulation and its unintended consequences and how to improve climate policy design. And I often do this in the context of renewable energy, finance and policy, carbon markets design, like what Mike talked about, transportation policy, and then policies that aim to prevent deforestation. And besides that, I'm one of the two faculty co-leads of our Wharton Business, Climate and Environment Lab, and I teach a course on energy markets and policy here at Wharton. Okay, so today I want to talk about vehicles. Why? That's because transportation is the largest source of carbon emissions in the United States. Okay, so our vehicle policies in the US push automakers to produce more fuel-efficient vehicles. But a really important question for policy design is, will people actually buy them? Here you see the fuel economy labels for a conventional gasoline vehicle, a hybrid car, and then two types of electric vehicles. And these labels suggest large dollar savings from buying fuel-efficient vehicles. But a lot of people might not exactly bring a spreadsheet to a car dealership. They might have a lot of trouble figuring out what their best choice for them is. They might otherwise be myopic and end up not buying the car that's actually in their own best financial interest. So I wanted to figure out if consumers value gasoline savings rationally. And for this, I got some help from cheating by two automakers, Hyundai and Kia. So thank you. So here's what happened in 2012. A random audit by the Environmental Protection Agency revealed that many vehicle models offered by Hyundai and Kia had overstated their fuel economy ratings. These are the values that you find if you go on car shopping websites or the stickers at the dealer lots. And as a result of this, Hyundai and Kia had to very quickly update all the websites, all the labels over the course of a single weekend for 1.6 million vehicles. That was the largest restatement in history. And that's a really nice experiment for economists, right? So car shoppers see the exact same car before and after the restatement, but just with a lower fuel economy rating afterwards. And then the question is, how much less would car buyers be willing to pay for the exact same car, but now with a lower rating? Okay, so to figure out the answer to that question, I need a couple of ingredients. So first, I need data on all the transactions prices for cars sold in the US and their characteristics. I need data on the fuel economy of all cars in miles per gallon. Then I need some good econometric or statistical model and a decent amount of computing power. And then finally, I need some assumptions to do extensive sensitivity analysis. And when I put all this stuff together, basically what I find is that the result is that people paid about $300 less for the same car after that restatement. So then the question is, right, does that $300 indicate that consumers are actually rational when they trade off the purchase price of the car versus expected future fuel expenditures? And the answer is not really. In fact, the $300 suggests that consumers are underreacting. They should have paid about $1,000 less for the car. And that we can translate to saying that consumers only value $1 of discounted future fuel savings at somewhere between 16 to 39 cents today. And that's actually an important finding. So it means that when the government considers standards that are stricter, that require automakers to increase their fuel economy, we should count substantial consumer benefits because these standards steer consumers towards buying a car that's not only better for the environment, but it's also privately better for them. Now, this issue will surely be heavily debated as the Biden administration keeps updating the cost-benefit analysis for their fuel economy standards. And the fun part about my research is that it often shows up in regulatory documents and these cost-benefit analyses. And I have really enjoyed informing policymakers about how to make our vehicle policies at least a little bit smarter. And with that, let me add the usual economist caveat, which is always that we prefer a tax whenever possible. And I thank you very much for your attention.